To support construction modeling workflows, Revit lets you divide certain elements into discrete parts that can be scheduled, tagged, filtered, and exported. For example, you can create a part from a monolithic element, such as a floor, and then divide it into smaller parts that represent individual pours. When you create parts from an element that has a layered structure, each layer becomes a part that you can then divide into smaller parts. Say you want to divide a wall surface into parts that represent a standard size of gypsum wallboard. First you select the wall, click the Create Parts tool on the Modify tab, and then press Enter. Each of the wall layers is now a separate part element that highlights as you move the cursor over it. The wall element itself remains in the model, but is no longer visible or selectable unless the Part Visibility parameter in the View Properties is set to Show Original or Show Both. Select the innermost part and note that the Properties palette identifies the category, family, and type of the original wall element from which the part was generated. You can also see the material that is assigned to the layer this part represents. To facilitate sketching divisions on this part, switch to an elevation view and check the View Properties to make sure parts are visible. Now select the part and click the Divide Parts tool. The Line tool is selected by default. You can use it to draw division lines to represent the extents of the wallboard sheets, making sure the lines intersect the part's boundaries. When you click Finish, each sheet is now a discrete part that you can schedule, tag, filter, and export. In addition to sketching geometry that defines how a part is divided, you can use references that intersect the part, such as a level, a grid, or a reference plane. Creating parts from a layered element also helps you graphically communicate the structure of the element. For example, after creating parts from a multi-layer external wall, you can easily edit the dimensions of each part so that the assigned materials are visible. With the view set to Show Parts Only, select the outermost part and then select Show Shape Handles on the Properties palette. Now use the shape handles to edit the part's dimensions, and repeat for each succeeding layer until the desired representation is achieved. Note that modifying a part has no effect on the geometry of the parent element. Use the Create Parts and Divide Parts tools to help you plan the delivery and installation of pieces of more complex building elements.